The Magic Flowers. Once upon a time there was a young girl called Emily, who lived in a small village near the Alps. With her family, since she was born, every morning she cultivated a magic flower, on whose petals she could see what would be happening during the day. When she got up, she went out to water it, and the flower lit up and showed the day to her. One morning she went out, but the flower was not there. She started to cry in such a loud voice that all the neighbors went out to see what was going on. She could not live without her flower, because she was scared that a bad thing could happen. She remained locked in her room for a few days, and then decided to climb up to the top of the mountain. She was going there because the flower had been given to her by a fairy, who lived in a stream. Only two people in the world had the magic flower, Emily and Luke. The flower had been stolen by some elves that had carried it to a big gnome, who wanted to see what happened during his day. Emily arrived at the top of the mountain, and there was a little house. First she was scared, but when she knocked on the door, a boy who looked the same age as she opened it. He was Luke. He had lived there since his parents had died, and since his magic flower had been stolen. They decided to go to the fairy and set out on their journey. They had some forest animals like friends, who helped them find the stream where the fairy lived. One night Emily was trapped by the elves, because by looking at the magic flower the gnome had seen what the two young guys wanted to do. Luke did not know what to do. He had been trying for hours to work out a solution when a little squirrel approached him and whispered, "Emily is in the hall of the big gnome. I'll help you to set her free." The squirrel, the other forest animals, and he set out to find the girl. During their journey he found some traps that had been put by the elves, but the boy and the other forest animals helped each other and managed to avoid them. At the end they found the hole of the big gnome. As the gnome was sleeping, they could enter the cave and found Emily. Luke set her free and gave the gnome and the elves a magic poison. When they had gone away, the gnome and the elves drank the strange drink, and they fell in a long sleep. Emily and Luke thanked all the forest animals for their help, and they continued their journey. Finally they arrived at the fairy of the stream. They said to her what happened to the magic flowers, but the fairy already knew all, because when the big gnome and the elves had died, the flowers had returned to her. So she asked the young guys, "Do you want your magic flowers again?" But they replied to her, "We thank you for your offer, but we don't need that any longer, because now we are able to accept what each day will offer to us." The fairy dropped her jaw, because she could not believe her ears. So she re-asked if they wanted their flowers again many times, but the two youths always rejected her offer. As Emily and Luke had not accepted the flowers, the fairy disappeared magically like stardust. And they lived forever happily on the top of the mountain. Moral: the two young guys could accept what each day would offer to them, whether it was a bad or a good day. The end.